There is a creature living inside every human being. It doesn't look dangerous. It smiles. It argues. It gives advice. It walks around completely convinced that it is the smartest thing in the room. Psychologists have a name for this creature. They call it the fool. And the terrifying part is that most fools have absolutely no idea they are one. This video is not about someone you know. It's about you. Forget everything you think a fool means. It has nothing to do with your grades, your IQ, or how much you have studied. A fool is not a stupid person. A fool is a closed person. There is a psychological principle called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It says that the less you know about something, the more confident you feel. A beginner learns a few things and starts believing they understand everything. A master, after years of experience, realizes how much they still don't know. The beginner is loud. The master is silent. That contrast is the psychology of a fool. The engine behind this behavior is ego, not confidence, but ego. Confidence says, I can learn this. Ego says, I already know this. When ego gets attached to being right, being wrong stops feeling like a mistake and starts feeling like an attack. Your brain reacts, your defenses go up, and your ability to think clearly shuts down. In that moment, you stop searching for truth and start protecting your image. You argue harder, you dismiss others, and you refuse to accept that you might be wrong. That is ego destroying intelligence. Now watch a fool in a conversation. They look like they are listening, but they are not. They are just waiting for their turn to speak. They have already formed their response before you even finish your sentence. A wise person listens to understand. A fool listens to reply. Then they give advice with confidence, even when they have no real experience. They talk about relationships without having a healthy one. They talk about success without ever taking risks. They believe that hearing about something is the same as knowing it, but knowledge and wisdom are not the same. A fool lives in that gap. Ask a fool why their life is not going the way they want. They will always have an answer, and it will always be someone else's fault. They blame the system, the people, the situation, or bad luck. But they never blame themselves, because looking inward requires honesty and courage. It means accepting that you might be responsible for your own problems. Instead, they avoid the mirror and stay stuck in the same patterns. They repeat the same mistakes and wonder why nothing changes. Now understand something deeper. Your mind is not always searching for truth. It is searching for comfort. This is called confirmation bias. You believe what agrees with you and ignore what challenges you. A fool only listens to things that make them feel right. And when someone presents facts against them, they don't question themselves. They attack the other person. They say things like, you think you are smart, or I don't care what you say. But that is not an argument. That is avoidance. There are people who say, I already know everything, but they never improve. They repeat the same mistakes again and again, because knowing something is not the same as understanding it. A fool argues when proven wrong. A wise person learns. A fool gives advice based on theory. A wise person speaks from experience. A fool protects their image. A wise person protects their growth. A fool is certain. A wise person stays curious. A fool blames the world. A wise person looks within. This has nothing to do with intelligence. Even a smart person can become a fool in seconds. Anger, pride, and fear can take over the mind and shut down logic. In those moments, even intelligent people act irrationally. We have all experienced this. Think about your own life. There have been moments when you refused to listen, refused to admit you were wrong, or blamed others for something you caused. This is not about others. This is about you. Where in your life are you acting like a fool right now? Where are you refusing to learn? Where are you choosing ego over truth? The most dangerous fools are the ones who believe they are never wrong. But there is a way out. It starts with awareness, the ability to observe yourself honestly. When you feel defensive, notice it. When you feel certain, question it. Ask yourself, what if I am wrong? Learn to listen, not just to respond, but to understand. Question your own beliefs. And most importantly, learn to say, I don't know, because the person who admits they don't know will learn. And the person who pretends they know everything will stay the same. The moment you believe you cannot be wrong is the moment you already are. Everyone has been a fool at some point. The real question is whether you can recognize it when it happens again, because awareness is more powerful than intelligence. If this made you uncomfortable, good. Watch it again. And this time, don't think about others.